Hey everyone, what's going on? As usual, we are jumping right into the brows. I'm using my faithful love, my BH Cosmetics Studio Pro brow pomade in the shade Ebony. I have been trying to get all of my videos up. I have been way behind, so I'm trying to just get it all over with. I'm going to go ahead. I already moisturized my face with my Neutrogena combination moisturizer, and I primed my face with my MAC Time Check lotion. And I am cleaning up my brows with my usual LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee or Fawn. I use either or. And then I'm taking my concealer brush and just blending everything out to clean up around the edges of my brows to make it look nice and neat. Now I'm color correcting, and I'm using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Orange Corrector. And of course, after that, I'm going to blend everything out with my finger. Now to prime my eyelids, I am using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn or Toffee. And I'm going into my Nubian palette, and I'm taking that neutral skin tone shade, and I'm using that to set the concealer for my eyeshadow. Now I'm taking that mid-tone brown shade, which really didn't show up. I tried to start using it as my transition shade, but it really didn't show up. Like, you can't, I don't see anything. Now I'm going in with a deeper brown to go ahead and deepen my crease and my outer V, the crease of my outer V as well. And again, this is just a neutral smoky eye, so I'm using brown, and then I'm using like a soft gold on the lid, and I'm just building up the brown in order to give it some intensity. So of course I'm starting with lighter browns and I'm building it up to darker browns. And the brush that I'm using is the Morphe M411 pointed blender. Now to deepen that up some more, I'm taking that matte deep, it's like a cool toned, almost like a purple based cool tone brown. It's a very nice shade, and I'm using that to deepen my outer V. And of course I'm using my Morphe blending brush, and I also took this Morphe shader brush and I took that shade to pat on like kind of towards the end and the middle of my eyelid, but it didn't really show up. I don't think it did much for me. Like, as you can see, it kind of looks the same. Maybe I should have picked it up with another brush. That shader brush was kind of thick. I probably needed to use the brush that I'm using now to place that gold, that champagne gold shade on my lid. I should have used that type of shader brush, a flatter one. That is actually a BH Cosmetics brush that I got in a pink brush set from BH Cosmetics. This is the number 8 brush, and I've really been enjoying it. Now I'm taking those two shades that I just pointed at. These shades in the original Nubian palette do not have names, so I'm sorry I don't have any names for you, but I did point to them, so I use that for my brow bone highlight. Now I'm taking my NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and I'm using that to give myself a nice slim wing. I wanted to give this neutral look a little bit of a flare, so I just added a wing. I usually do that with my neutral looks, and I love wings anyway. I love the whole cat eye effect that wings give your eye. It kind of just lifts everything up, and I think it's dope. So now for my waterline, I'm taking this Marc Jacobs black gel liner, and I'm just putting that all over my waterline. For my face, I'm taking my Clinique Stay Matte Oil-Free Makeup Foundation, and I'm in the shade 25 Spice again, and I'm going to use that and just dot it all over my face like usual. And to blend it out, I'm using my, is this L'Oreal? This is L'Oreal, this ain't Revlon. Is it Revlon? I can't remember what brand this sponge is. I think it's L'Oreal. Yeah, it's the L'Oreal sponges. The L'Oreal makeup sponge, I'm using that. It's a pretty good one. If you're not into buying that $20 beauty blender, go ahead and go for that one. But now for my highlighting, I am using my Maybelline concealer in the shade 30 Cafe to highlight the usual places underneath my eye, forehead, bridge of my nose, cupid's bow, and my chin. And I'm using that same sponge to go ahead and blend everything out. To set my concealer, I'm using my Mercier translucent powder. I'm not sure if I actually showed it. I think I was rushing and I forgot to show it, but we all know what the Mercier powder looks like. But that's what I use to go ahead and set my highlighted areas. To set the rest of my face, I'm using my favorites, my Black Radiance Soft Focus Powder in the shade Creamy Bronze Finish. Y'all, I had a brain fart. I forgot for a minute. But yeah, I'm using that to set my entire face. Now for my lower lash line, I'm just smoking it out with that dark brown matte shade, that dark plummy brown in the Nubian palette. And I'm taking the same highlighter shade I used to highlight my brow bone to highlight my inner corner. For my contour, I'm using my Covergirl bronzing powder in the shade Ebony Bronze, and I'm contouring the usual places: my nose, my cheekbones, my forehead, and my jawline. And of course I use my e.l.f. brush first to kind of have a line of demarcation for everything, and then I take my Morphe M530 brush after that to blend everything out, so that way it's seamless and the lines aren't too harsh. For my blush and highlight, I'm using the Becca Jaclyn Hill highlighter and blush palette, and I'm taking the shade Pamplemousse as my blush, and I am using Prosecco Pop for my highlight. And for my highlight, I'm highlighting the usual places: the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, my forehead, a little bit above my brows, my cupid's bow, my chin, and my upper cheekbones. Pretty much my entire face. Going to be putting on my mascara off camera. My lashes are the Definition Lashes from Eylure number 202. For my lips, the combination I'm using is this BH Cosmetics lip pencil in the shade Fuchsia and Colourpop's Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Thursday. Now I'm putting on my lashes that I showed you earlier. Again, these are the Eylure number 202 Definition Lashes, and I'm using my House of Lashes lash glue to apply them. I love the House of Lashes lash glue. It is so bomb. Y'all need to get that. So this is the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. God bless you all. Bye.